I will take care of myself as long as I can, and then I will go to the hospital and die. The rising issue of poverty-stricken elderly of South Korea. The forgotten generation. The elderly demographic makes up about 13% of South Korean population. This number is expected to grow to 40% by 2060. With this statistic in mind, about 50% are suffering from poverty and also suffer from the highest suicide rate in the world. In 2017, the suicide rate per 100,000 people was at 70.0 for those in their 80s or older, according to the Korean Suicide Prevention Center. The generations suffering are the ones who enabled South Korea to bloom into the technologically advanced country it is today. Why are the elderly population suffering from poverty? Many blame the slowing economy and lack of governmental assistance. Korea has one of the youngest and weakest pension systems. It has only existed for 3 decades. The social structure of Confucius beliefs are breaking down as the youth of Korea become adults. Children no longer support their parents like they did in the past. And many Korean companies are forcing early retirement of employees, starting at the age of 50 rather than the legal requirement age of 60. Why are they being forced to work? From Korea's National Pension Fund or Basic Livelihood Grant, recipients only get about $450 a month, but more than half is deducted automatically to pay for bills, which leaves them very little for other expenses like food and medication. The elderly population don't have the leisure of simply retiring because they cannot afford it, so they resort to collecting trash boxes or recyclables to sell them to trash and recycle centers to make ends meet. Depending on what they turn in and how much it weighs, they can make about $2 to $12 a day and about $100 a month. Another main reason for elderly being forced to work is that many of them feel too shameful to ask for help from their families. The sad part is that many of them aren't in close contact with their children for this reason. They feel as though they are a burden to the family. Has anything been done? As for progress on the issue, it does not look promising. The government states it's an economic issue that is causing the elderly poverty rate to rise because many young citizens are experiencing high levels of unemployment. This prevents the government from replenishing funds that goes to protecting the elderly. But many grassroots organizations like the Silver Volunteer Corporation Association, a grassroots level NGO, are finding new ways to take care of the elderly population through direct donations, providing free meals, and financial support. America versus Korea elderly poverty rate. When comparing Korea's elderly poverty rate to the U.S.'s elderly poverty rate, as of 2017, 43.8% of Korea's elderly are in poverty, while only 23.1% of U.S.'s elderly are in poverty. But it was apparent that the same age group and generation had the highest poverty rate, which is the ages of 80 and up. Then, elderly women in both countries experience higher rates of poverty as compared to men. And then these are my sources. Thanks!